Everyone tells you that you need to be using visual hooks in your video content, but did you know that this concept actually dates back to an ancient storytelling technique? Yeah, it's way more than a trend. And in this video, I'm going to explain a bit about in medias res and how capitalizing on it will help you find visual hooks that add to your content instead of distract from it. In medias res is Latin. It literally means into the middle of things. The term comes from a Roman poet named Horace about 2,000 years ago, and he was describing what Homer had already been doing in the Iliad and the Odyssey. Yes, proud Greek here, so I have to talk about Homer. His whole argument was, don't start your story from the beginning, start where it's already happening. So when I started this video, I was scrolling through content on my phone. Now, did I plan that? Yes, I'm an actor. Of course I planned it. But I planned it because it made sense. I was about to talk to you about visual hooks, so I was looking at visual hooks and honestly, scrolling through those examples right before I started talking to the camera actually gave me inspiration for what I was about to say. And this shows up everywhere in media. Think about Hamlet. The play opens and he's already pacing, already mid-conversation with himself, already in the throes of it. To be or not to be, that is the question. And the audience just stumbles upon him, and then they get to see his whole process unfold. Or let's fast forward a couple thousand years, Breaking Bad. Iconic opening scene. The pants are flying out of the sky. Zoom in on Walter White in a gas mask, in his underwear, with bodies rolling around the back of the RV. There's not an introduction. There's no context. You're just in it. The story was happening before you got there. That's the energy. And most people, they hit record and they start with, and I'm guilty of this, hey guys, so today I want to talk about blah, blah, blah. And by the time they get to the blah, 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 the scroll has already happened and the people are gone. In medias res says, skip that. Your viewer didn't show up at the start of a presentation. They stumbled upon you in the middle of you doing something, and now they can't look away. Now, could you be putting on lipstick or bouncing a ball or doing something totally unrelated to grab attention? Sure. And honestly, if that's organic to your life, those can be great visual hooks, but that is actually a different acting technique. In medias res is specifically about being caught in the act doing the thing that now you have to explain because the camera is on you. You are caught mid-process and you're letting your audience in on it since they showed up and stopped to pay attention. And that makes your audience feel rewarded for stopping. So here are a couple of examples. If you are a hairstylist, you're mid-blowout, your client is in the chair, and without stopping what you're doing, you just look up at the camera and say, so this is what happens when you skip heat protectant. Or if you're a baker, you've got flour on your hands, your dough is already being shaped, you're flicking it onto your counter as you say, this is the fold that took me 2 years to get right. There's no introduction, there's no setup, you're just doing something while you speak. So here's what I want you to try. Next time you film, don't set it up for the sake of setting it up. Start doing the thing you're going to be talking about and let the camera meet you there.